Hi, in this video we discuss about Mangalore University 4th Sem BCA Java Programming Lab Part 8 programs. Program 2. Write a program that uses both recursive and non-recursive functions to print the Fibonacci sequence. That is, we have to use functions and recursive functions. The input is number of elements in the sequence and output we are expected to print the Fibonacci series using recursion and without using recursion. So if we check the recursive code, I'm just going to use fib recursive as a function to print the recursive Fibonacci series. If n is less than or equal to 1, return n, otherwise return fib recursive of n minus 1 plus fib recursive of n minus 2. Before getting into this, the Fibonacci series is 0, 1. We have to add these two things and we have to get it here as 1. We have to add these two elements and we will be getting it as 2, 3 and so on. So the first element in the Fibonacci series is 0, second element is 1, third element is 1 once again, fourth element is 2, fifth element is 3 and so on. So it is naturally recursive. So I am just using the recursive function here. The most important thing in any recursive function is the control condition. So when this particular recursion should be terminated, here the condition is n less than or equal to 1 means we will stop the recursion. And the recursion is recursion fib recursive of n minus 1 plus recursive of n minus 2. So this is the recursive function. The same thing can be implemented using the non-recursive function. So I am here initializing the first two elements of the series as 0 and 1, and if count is equal to 0 means I will return the first element, that is 0 and 1. 1 means I will return n2. Otherwise, we will calculate n3, that is n3 is equal to n1 plus n2, and we will replace n1 by n2, n2 by n3, and at the end we are going to return n3. So here, if you have noted, I am using a word called static before both the functions. What the static stands for? In public static void main, we said the static methods can be accessed without creating objects. Here also we are just declaring it as static because we want to keep all these functions inside a same class. I'll just show you when I'm using demo. Now the input is ready. We know what should be the input, what should be the output, and what should be the actual coding. Let us put all these things into a complete code. We will just create a class called Fibonacci and we have added two functions, that is one is recursive, the other one is non-recursive. Then this is the main method. Here I am just using a scanner to read the input. I'll get the value of n and I'm just going to call the Fibonacci series till the n by using a for loop here. This is a simple coding. Am I correct? Let us see the demo. Now let us compile the program using javac space Fibonacci.java and execute it using java space Fibonacci. Let me give the input as 1. So 1 means it should print only 0. Yes, both recursive and non-recursive is going to print 1. Now let me say 2. I want two elements in the series, 0 and 1. Yes, perfect. Let me print some 10 elements. Yes, it's printing 10 elements. So my program is working fine. Let me show you what happens if I remove this keyword static. Static methods can be accessed without creating objects. And if you have noticed, I have created only one class Fibonacci and I have added three methods. The first method is a recursive Fibonacci, the next one is non-recursive Fibonacci, and the third method is my main method. So let me save this particular program, Control S, and compile this particular program using Java C, and I'm going to get errors. Let me see. Non-static method cannot be referenced from a static context. So we are just declaring it as a static. So once I add a word static, my program can be accessed because the method main is a static method. So if I want to access the other methods, means that should be static or it should be given in a separate class. So now let me compile. It will work. Oh, I got error. So what is the error? Invalid method declaration, return type required. Yes, static should be given before int. So let me say static int fib non-recursive. Save the program and compile. Perfect. So now my program may work. So I'm just printing first 5 elements. So the output of the code looks like this. Happy coding. You can get the complete coding in the description. Thank you.